Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory. This is a live look at the Owensboro riverfront this afternoon. One thing, yesterday we were dealing with snow. That has not been the case today, but aside from the lack of snow, it's been a little bit on the similar side. It's cloudy, it's breezy, but there's no snow and it's not quite as cold. And this is just a tiny taste of the warm up we have ahead of us this week, as temperatures will be returning to the 60s over the next couple of days, and then even the 70s by the weekend. But we are tracking a chance of rain by the end of this week, and then a better chance early next week as well. I'm going to make sure I've got the Facebook video pulled up here. If you have any questions or comments along the way, I am keeping an eye on the comment section, and we'll try to answer those questions as we go along. Let's start with what's going on out there right now, though. It is mostly cloudy, but mainly dry. We've got a couple of sprinkles in parts of White and Posey County. Other than that, we are dry across the tri-state. As we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening, a couple more of these very spotty showers may be possible, but again, most of us are going to stay dry. The clouds are going to stick with us through this afternoon and into this evening, but then they very quickly clear as we head into the night. We'll have clear skies overnight tonight, and then tomorrow lots of sunshine all day long from start to finish. As for our temperatures, it is still chilly out there today, but we've made a big improvement from yesterday. Yesterday we only made it into the mid to upper 30s. Today we're sitting in the mid to upper 40s. It's 45 in Evansville and Newburgh, 46 in Owensboro, Henderson, Madisonville, Greenville, all at 49. Now, it does feel a little bit colder than it actually is. Those wind chills are ranging from the upper 30s to low 40s because it is breezy out there today, but that wind is actually helping us out. Yesterday was also breezy, but one big change. Yesterday, the wind was coming from the northwest. That's what was pulling all of this frigid air down into the tri-state. Well, today it's still breezy, but the wind is coming the other way. We've got warm air flowing in from the south-southwest. Now, it's coming in at a pretty good clip. Those winds are running 10 to 20 miles an hour, some gusts closer to 25 to 30 miles an hour. And if you've stepped outside today, you probably thought it doesn't feel like a warm wind. That wind has a bite to it. It's got a real chill. And that's true when the wind hits you. It does feel colder than it actually is, but I promise that wind is helping to pull warmer air up from the south, and we're going to feel that, especially as we go through the next couple of days. So for today, mostly cloudy and breezy this afternoon, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, though, with highs in the mid to upper 40s this Veterans Day. Overnight tonight, the clouds move out. It'll be clear. A little chilly, but still breezy, and again, because that wind is coming from the south-southwest, it's helping to pull warmer air into the tri-state, so tonight will not be nearly as cold. Last night we dipped into the lower 20s. We had wind chills in the teens. Tonight we're going to bottom out in the mid-30s. So again, still cool, but not quite as cold as we have been. Wednesday is when we really start to turn things around. It's going to be a beautiful fall day out there. Lots of sunshine, still a little on the breezy side, but the wind really starts to die down tomorrow with highs in the lower 60s. And just for some perspective, our normal highs this time of year are in the upper 50s. So yesterday we were in the 30s, today we're in the 40s, then tomorrow we're going to get to average and then some, with highs climbing into the low 60s. We see that Thursday as well. You probably noticed this big warm up as we get into the weekend. Highs in the upper 60s, maybe even low to mid 70s on Saturday, but then we cool back down to start next week, and with that cool down we also have a chance of rain. So let's take a closer look at our rain chances and sort of what's driving these changes in our temperatures. We have a warm front that's going to swing through the tri-state Thursday night and a Friday morning. That's where you see that surge from lower 60s to upper 60s to low 70s as we get from Thursday into Friday. As that warm front swings through, though, it may kick up a few spotty showers Thursday night and a Friday morning. Many of us are going to stay dry, but there is just that chance of a little rain, mainly Friday morning. As that moves out, we've got this flow of warm air from the south on Saturday, so it's pushing those temperatures into the low to even mid 70s. Saturday is going to be the warmest day of the week. A weak cold front comes in on Sunday. That drops us back into those upper 60s. Not a major cool down, but it's kind of the start of our next big change. A low pressure system then comes in from the west just to start next week. So maybe a stray shower on Sunday, but Sunday is trending mainly dry now. Currently, it looks like our better chance of rain will move in during the day on Monday. Best chance of rain right now seems to be late Monday into Monday night, with that rain then carrying over into Tuesday morning and moving out throughout the day on Tuesday. Again, we're talking about something that is a full week away, so the exact details on that timing could obviously shift. But as of right now, it's just a spotty shower Thursday night and a Friday morning. Maybe a stray shower Sunday, but really the weekend is trending mainly dry and warmer than average too. This weekend looks great. Then that low pressure system really starts to bring in those rain chances, ramping up as we go throughout the day. Monday, best chance of rain seems to be Monday night. Then that rain tapers back off on Tuesday. And as it moves out, notice this cooler air takes back over with highs in the mid to upper 50s to start next week. But again, that's right where our temperatures should be this time of year. So we've had this kind of extreme taste of winter. Then we warm up this weekend to warmer than average. It's not even going to feel like mid-November this weekend. Then that weather system Monday, Tuesday kind of rights the ship, and we get back to where our temperatures should be this time of year. If you're curious what it looks like beyond that, the extended outlook from Wednesday, November 19th, up through the 25th does show a trend back toward above average temperatures again, along with some above average precipitation. In fact, we are outlooked for potentially heavy rain across the tri-state in that extended outlook, with better chances down to our southwest, especially down around Memphis and along the Mississippi River Valley there. That would be a potential heavy rain event, most likely from another weather system moving through second half of next week. So we talked about that rain coming in Monday and Tuesday, tapering off on Tuesday, right? As that system moves out, it seems another one will then move in, probably somewhere around Thursday of next week. We could potentially see another round of rain, and that's where we could potentially see some heavy rain. But at this point, we're talking about something that's a week and a half out. So those details are still very fuzzy, but just wanted to give you a heads up. In the long range, those are the kind of things that we're looking for and keeping an eye on for you. I'm not seeing any questions in the comments today, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up your forecast, but don't go anywhere. Jamie French and Robinson Miles will be right back with your latest news headlines.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices. Live from 14 News, this is a 14 Digital News Desk update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. On this Veterans Day, there is a lot happening around the tri-state, so much so sometimes the background even disappears. We got a lot going on. Well, we're going to start first with Evansville. The City of Evansville Commission on Food Security is holding a press conference. Now, they're discussing the pause in SNAP benefits. Now, as the government shutdown is ending, officials say more than 18,000 residents in Evansville and Vanderburgh County have been significantly impacted by the disruption in benefits.
Yeah, the Food Commission, Feed Evansville, and the Tri-State Food Bank has been working to fill the gap. However, they say they need help recovering and rebuilding their emergency food supply, as many of their pantries have run out of inventory. Now, as the holidays approach, leaders say there is a serious need to replenish that food supply. So Feed Evansville and Tri-State Food Bank leaders say they're in need of donations now more than ever. We do have a crew at the press conference right now, so of course we're going to have more information tonight on 14 News with ways that you can help out this holiday season.
Now, of course, as we mentioned earlier, it is Veterans Day today. And, of course, that's being recognized in myriad ways across the tri-state. So this includes on LST 325 in Evansville. Now, leaders hosted their annual Veterans Day commemoration this morning. It included a 21-gun salute, bagpipes, and the ringing of the ship's bell 21 times. Officials say the ceremony always happens at the 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month. They say that's when the ceasefire went into place to start the end of World War I.
Now, meanwhile, over in Henderson, it was a packed house at the Veterans Day program for South Middle School. Before the performances, students and staff served breakfast to the veterans and their families. Display pieces were featured from the Henderson Public Library, teaching students more about the Vietnam War. During the program, veterans received a standing ovation as they walked in. The middle school band and the choir played a few songs to honor them for their service. School leaders say this is one of their favorite days of the year. Now, I love seeing all of these different programs, the different takes that the schools, they come up with creative songs. I remember in elementary school, I did a Veterans Day dance. Like I choreographed some sort of, and so I love the way people get creative to honor veterans.
I love that. It's such a cool thing, and there's not really a lot of guidelines in terms of what it specifically needs to be, so it's fun to showcase that creativity.
Yeah.
The big thing I miss being an adult, no longer in school, I miss assemblies.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get away from normal life and just listen to a speaker on some random topic. I would love that.
Yeah, and you could have seen me do my Veterans Day dance. I was in camo. It was great.
I wish I could say I'm not very curious about
know.
what that was.
I
Like,
wish
what
I
type of
remembered it.
dance
Yeah.
was it? I really want to know.
I don't remember.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we've got all these stories and a whole lot more in greater detail tonight on 14 News at 4, 5, and 6, and then later tonight at 10.
All right, thanks for watching this afternoon. Have a great day.